All right, welcome back, everyone. We will head up to Bradenton now for the number 2 team in all of the nation, nationally ranked Hurricanes, taking on a very good Southeast Seminole squad. Southeast was pumped up for the big local rivalry early on. Dyron Spate pitches to Brian Poole, who's on the move. 20-yard pickup here gets the Seminoles out to an early run, but the Hurricanes try to answer with a little smash mouth football. Mike Blakely is a nasty player. He's up the middle for a strong gain. Southeast band trying to pump up the defense with an FSU chop, or a Southeast chop in this case, but it's the Manatee defense getting going from there. Drakkar Wilson in for the sack of Spate. Nice rush there. So the Canes get the ball back, and you got to give it to Blakely. Guy's a beast. One of 4 touchdown runs on the night for that young man. However, Southeast held the lead for most of this game. Surprised a lot of people. Great toss here from Spate to Adrian Richard in double coverage. Go up and get it, young fella. And then more Southeast air attack. Spate to Bo Brand right in front of our camera guy, Andy. Beautiful looking piece of offense there, and the handshake with his teammates, not bad either. Knowles went looking for more late first half. Brian Poole finds some room with a little shake and bake. That's a touchdown. Southeast led this game in the fourth quarter, but Manatee comes back to win 31-24 and save its national ranking, at least for now. How about Sarasota taking on Braden River? And that is a large banner Braden River has. Pirates home game, first of the year for them, hustling the Sailors tonight. Second play from scrimmage, Ryan Fisher hands off to Depot Kolawale, and that's some trickeration, misdirection, but Kolawale's got speed, especially for a big guy. Opening touchdown, 7-0 BR. Sarasota gets the ball on its own 20-yard line. Sean Hurley fires across the middle to Michael Dancer for a Sailor first down. Nice pitch and catch combo there. Same drive, Hurley hands to Desmond Hurley, no relation, for a power slam up the middle, bangs his way in, that ties it up at 7. Later in the half, Dakota Wilson's on for the punt. Bad snap over his head, that's tough. Sailors get the ball back in phenomenal position about the 15-yard line. So very next play, Sailors try to punch it in. Sean Hurley does just that. Watch him lower the shoulder, bring the thunder. That's the quarterback delivering that blow. Sarasota, nice little ball game for them. They win 23-21. How about Cardinal Mooney going up to Bradenton to take on Bayshore? Early on, Cougars in trouble. Alex Nugent scrambling, but he's going to make something good happen out of it. Dives in for 6. Still a big 20-6 Bayshore lead at that point. Bruins would go on the prowl from there. That's a Dancing Bear mascot. Bayshore on the ensuing possession. A pitch to Cedric Washington. My goodness, he is gone. Laser-like speed and a crafty cutback. That's 6 points. Bruins can move the ball when they want to. Meanwhile, if it worked once, why not again? Washington finding the end zone here. He's good on the outside. He's also in for 6. Tell him it's a touchdown. That's a score there. Bayshore goes back to the air. Nice quick out to Joshua Magerman to Aaron Lee Jones. Splits the difference. Slick move gets him reservations for 6. And Bayshore dominates this one, winning the ball game 61-21. Let's head down south. Northport hosted DeSoto County from Arcadia. Opening kickoff goes to James Green from the Bulldogs. This is a big man running the ball back on a return, gets a decent gain out of it. Later in the first half, Northport's Orsetti Gaston is on to punt, but there's some issues there. He's brought down. However, Bobcats got the ball back, put in some work. Paul Balcom rolls out, hits Jason Petrin for a nice gain. Petrin working hard to get the most out of it, gets all the way to a 1. Close to a score. Northport would then go on to punch it in on the very next play. Watch the little QB sneak up the middle. Balcom crosses the line. Nice effort. That's a touchdown. DeSoto went on to win this game, though, pretty easily, 20-7. Couple games Thursday night. We start with Cape Coral Mariner visiting Charlotte. Already 7-zip Charlotte in the first half. Things get worse for the Tritons. Bad snap to JT at Neuer. Defense recovers for a score. 14-zip Charlotte, and that's very far from the end of that for Charlotte. In came Preston Ritchie. Watch him get the ball and slice through a hole and in for a 20-yard strike. 21-zip. Tarpons cruising You know that fish is fast in the water, and these guys are fast on the ground. More ball control issues for Mariner at Neuer toss to Andrew Torres. A slew of tarpon swarm, Charlotte ball, and then it just became the Mike Bellamy show. 50-yard touchdown up the left. He ran for 193 yards on just 5 carries, 4 touchdowns. That's just obscene. Mike Bellamy is a player. Tarpons roll 62-6. Also from Thursday night, Riverview taking on Port Charlotte. Early on, Tater Williams is the quarterback for Riverview. Rams traditionally a running team, but Williams trying to change that this season. Nice pass to Jeremy Jones, who does the rest, weaving in and out of traffic. Rams take a big early lead. Pirates would try to move the ball. Tyler Harris to Keanu Robles here. Great catch. That's a first down. Rams cruise 35-14. All right, if you got to us late or if you missed any of the highlights, you want to check out the scoreboards on our local teams, here you go. All right, stick around. More Friday Football Fever coming up after the break.